Hi, and welcome to Life is Good Today. I was reading one of my books last night. It's called Song of the Bird by Anthony DeMello, and he tells some great stories. And one of the stories that I love, of the many, is a story about a farmer who's walking around out in his field, and he finds an eagle egg that has fallen out of the nest, but it's not damaged. So he decided to take the eagle's egg back to the farm, and he takes it and puts it in the chicken coop with the rest of the chicken eggs. And lo and behold, 2 or 3 days later, all the chicks hatch along with the eagle, and they go out in the barnyard and start doing what chickens do, walking around, pecking, making noises, pecking at the bugs in the barnyard, and doing what chickens do all day long. And so as the eagle grows up, he kind of hangs out with all the chickens and just does what they do. So every day he gets up and steps out of the chicken coop and, like I said, pecks around for different bugs, eating off the ground there. And then, he learns to flap his wings like chickens do and just fly off the ground maybe a foot or two. And he continues to do this for years and years and years. And eventually, one day, he's pretty old, and he's out in the barnyard pecking around for bugs, and all of a sudden he notices this big shadow come across in front of him. He looks up, and he sees this giant bird up there, and he goes, "What is that?" And one of his co-chickens say to him, "That's an eagle." He says, "That's unbelievable." He looks at it, and it's flying around, barely moving its wings, but soaring with the wind, moving up and down. And the other chicken says, "That's an eagle. He belongs to the sky. We belong to the ground." And so he didn't think much more of it and went about his life pecking at the ground. So eventually he died. And so the story is that here it is, this eagle who spent his whole life as a chicken because that's who he believed he was. And I've met a lot of people along the way who have lived lives like that. And even myself, when I was in the third grade, I failed the third grade. I failed almost every year in school somehow, but I actually failed the third grade, held back. And I lived a big portion of my life thinking I'm stupid. No, I don't know what I'm doing. I can't read very well, and still have difficulty with that. And so I lived a life that, was diminished because I thought, well, this is just who I am. And then some events came in, and I changed. And I tell the story. I never read a book cover to cover until I was in my 40s, but I made a commitment to write 25 books. So I've written and published. This will be my 6th book. And so, I think all of us have these perceptions about who we are and how we have to live our life, and we can push through that. And that's been my journey. I'll be 73 in June, and I'm in another stage of that. I'm going to push through who I am, what I believe I am, who I am, and I'm going to keep pushing through that to find out that there's a greater version of who I am, and I'm going to live my life that way. So you might want to take a look at some of your belief systems. Have you been living like a chicken instead of an eagle? Push through there and start to soar. Life is good today because it's the only day we have. We have a great day. I hope you do too. And I'll be talking to you soon. Bye-bye.